Archangel Michael says, "Be still for a moment and listen carefully." What you thought was a private call, a moment of vulnerability, a voice shaken in truth, is now trapped in a recording that was never meant to protect you. A person you trusted is capturing every hesitant pause, every breath, every word you shyly utter on that phone. They have been silently gathering pieces of your personality, your secrets, and your innocence, not to protect you, but to control you later. This is not just about eavesdropping, it is about manipulation, and a betrayal that's deeper than anything you imagined. You are being monitored not through cameras, but through your confessions, emotional tones, and tender silences. They are not listening because they care, they're listening because they want to break you. A plan is being built around your quietest truths. And the person you thought would never do this is at the center of it. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Their device has been set in such a way that even when the call ends, the capturing does not. The microphone stays alive in hidden ways, picking up background chatter, the sighs you make when you think no one is around. Your bedroom may feel safe, but the person on the other end is making your sanctuary their hunting ground. They are creating a file, a record of your vulnerabilities. This file is not for memories, but for weapons. And it will be used at the worst possible moment. That moment is close, and unless you awaken now, your words may turn into chains that bind you. Archangel Michael says, the reason this person is so calm around you lately is because they already have enough to blackmail or humiliate you. Their smile has become wider, not because they're happy, but because they believe they have. Divine sees everything, and your silence is about to gain a voice louder than their recordings. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Your phone, your own device, is being used against you. A clone of your call data has been sent to someone else without your knowledge. This was not done by accident, this is part of an organized trap. Built by jealousy and curiosity turned toxic. The conversations you believed were confidential have been shared, laughed at, dissected like gossip meat at a secret table. And the person who heard your shy laughter, your soft pain, has now passed it to a woman you've never even spoken to. She knows more about your personal emotions than your closest friend because she heard it from your enemy. You need to act. Your voice is your power, but when stolen and twisted, it becomes your prison. The very sound of you could be their tool to manipulate public opinion, legal decisions, or even relationships. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Archangel Michael says, there is a dangerous intent behind this. They are planning a day where these recordings will be played aloud, not in front of strangers, but in front of people who admire you. People who believe in you will begin to question you, not because you're guilty, but because the way they cut and edit your words will twist everything. You trusted someone too deeply. Your gentle words, your trembling emotions, they were not meant to be ammunition, but now someone holds your voice in their pocket like a dagger hidden in silk. They can't stop playing it. They listen to it on repeat, not to understand you, but to figure out where your weakness is. The more they listen, the more dangerous their plan becomes. Type Amen to get blessing 222. this person you once opened up to is no longer the same. Their eyes have changed, their intentions have darkened, and their loyalty has been erased. They are working with someone else who wants to silence your growth and tarnish your purity. A woman is involved, and her interest in you is nothing but venom wrapped in sweet talk. She heard your pain from someone else and pretends she cares, but behind her eyes, she is planning something vile. She smiles and mentions topics you only ever spoke about on private calls. Do not ignore this sign. The moment she finishes your sentence, understand, it's not because of intuition, it's because she heard you. Type Amen to get blessing 777. You are in a situation where trust must be treated like glass. One wrong move, and it shatters completely. They know the way you breathe, the way you pause before speaking a truth, and even the tears you try to hide by laughing it off. It's more than a recording. It's your essence, your emotion, being bottled like a potion for black magic. And someone intends to pour it over your reputation soon. You must spiritually armor yourself and prepare, because exposure is not coming from truth, but from twisted fragments of your truth. Your voice will not be your enemy. With divine protection, every manipulation they build will collapse. The files they are collecting will be corrupted by divine will. And those who listen will no longer understand what they hear. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Archangel Michael says, your angels have already started interfering in their plan. A phone that once recorded you has now been touched by divine energy. It will malfunction soon, deleting the very evidence they clung to. They are going to panic. One of the people involved in this is starting to feel guilty. They may send you a strange message or stutter while speaking to you soon. When they do, look them in the eyes and know. You are closer to unmasking the truth than ever before. This is your moment. Your silence is not a weakness anymore. You are stepping into awareness and wisdom that cannot be fooled again. Type Amen to get blessing 111. Their folder has your name on it. It contains clips of your voice, captured in moments when your guard was down. This is more than privacy invasion, it is a spiritual assault, and it must be stopped before it becomes a curse. Do not confront them in anger. Let divine timing expose everything. A message you never expected will land in your hands soon, containing evidence they never meant you to find. The person you once believed would protect your words is preparing to use them for public damage. Their reason, jealousy, masked as closeness. Their motivation, control over what you say, what you become, and what others believe about you. Type Amen to get blessing 666. They are not just listening to your calls anymore. They have set up a way to screen record your video calls using third-party applications. This person's technology was underestimated. Your laughter, your smile, your eye contact during those vulnerable calls, they now have a copy. But the divine is not silent, and the light is beginning to flicker through the cracks of their deception. Soon, someone else in their circle will come to you, shocked at what they discovered. That person will give you a warning that could save your future. Do not dismiss it. Type Amen to get blessing August 1988. Archangel Michael says, what they've done in secret will be shouted from the rooftops by the Spirit of Truth. The audio they hold will lose its sting, for when lies are built on partial truths, they cannot stand under divine fire. Your voice is not a weapon, it is a light, and it shall burn every shadow of deceit that tries to use it. You will be vindicated in ways you cannot imagine. The same person who saved your recordings will one day cry for your forgiveness when everything flips. That day is near. They are trying to delay your destiny by dragging your voice through mud, but they forgot, they are playing with holy fire, and heaven doesn't lose. Type Amen to get blessing 444. A lawyer may soon hear about this. Whether it comes from your side or theirs, legal energy will begin to swirl. This is not just spiritual, it is beginning to become a matter of law. You are advised not to panic, but to document everything. You may soon be required to provide your own timeline of calls, your truth unfiltered. When that moment comes, do not tremble, you are not alone. The heavens are aware. And they are building your defense in silence while your enemy celebrates too early. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. Keep watching how they behave. You'll notice a pattern, nervous glances, awkward pauses, and sudden generosity that feels fake. These are signs of guilt, and the mask is slipping. Even the person they shared your voice with is starting to feel uneasy. That woman will start keeping distance. Knowing that divine energy is now hovering around your aura. Soon, the device holding your recordings will mysteriously stop working. A divine hand will interfere and erase everything before it can be used. That's the miracle you've been waiting for. Type Amen to get blessing 1717, a backup might exist, but even that will not survive. Someone involved is going to betray the betrayer. That person will hand over a file to you in secrecy. It will be your moment to either confront or rise silently. But know this, your comeback will be divine, not dramatic. You will rise without speaking a single word. They will fall by the echo of the very voice they try to abuse. Archangel Michael says, stay alert. You are being shielded. You are being watched, but so is your watcher, and the watcher is terrified. Type Amen to get blessing 2323, their fear is growing silently. The one who started this thought they would control the outcome, but the outcome is now slipping from their grasp. Divine reversal has already begun, and the recordings they once proudly replayed are turning into a new life. They didn't expect that your soul would awaken. They didn't think the same quiet voice they tried to use would roar like thunder when truth demanded justice, and now, everything they built is shaking under divine correction. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. You may start to notice messages disappearing from your phone, calls failing, or strange interference during conversations. This is not coincidence. The divine is scrambling the signal they relied on to record your energy. A message they saved will soon corrupt. It will refuse to open. And when they try to explain it to someone else, they will stumble, sounding more like a liar than an informer. The person who shared your emotional recordings is beginning to be seen as unstable. people around them are starting to distance themselves. You are not the only one who felt something wrong, others are beginning to see it too. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. Archangel Michael says, someone tried to copy your softness into a weapon, but that weapon is jamming. The more they replay your pain, the more their own guilt poisons their mind. Their eyes are no longer confident, they are haunted. They pretend to be bold, but inside, they fear one thing: exposure. They know if the wrong person sees what they've been collecting, the entire game will end in disgrace. And that moment is coming faster than they expected. A voice message you once sent has been forwarded, but soon, it will be traced. You will be alerted. Not by accident, but by divine appointment. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. You are now being guided by the Spirit to prepare. Clear your phone. Stop replying too quickly. Do not give more fuel to someone who's burning themselves in their own fire. They need new recordings to stay in control. But when they notice you've grown silent, they will panic. That panic will be caused. Panic will force them to reach out. Don't answer. The next few days are crucial. Stay calm, stay alert, and keep your energy clean. You are being lifted while they are being unmasked. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. There is a woman who once defended this person's actions, but now she feels sick. She heard a clip of your voice and instantly knew it was wrong. She will be the unexpected witness when this turns into a divine case. She was once part of the circle, but now she's ashamed. Her eyes opened, her silence will break soon, and her testimony will echo louder than the recording. Your name will not be mocked. It will be respected. And the one who tried to break it will be the one to fall in front of everyone they tried to impress. Type Amen to get blessing 5555. The editing of your voice was designed to distort meaning. But spiritual frequency cannot be edited. The truth of your spirit will expose the lie in their version. You may hear someone repeating your words out of context. Don't be alarmed, it is only the beginning of the unraveling. They're losing grip. Their followers are questioning them. And soon, your silence will be the sound that breaks their scheme. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. Archangel Michael says, divine warriors are guarding your spoken word now. Every vibration of your voice is being surrounded by light. No more recordings can touch your soul. You are now surrounded by divine audio, one that blocks manipulation, filters lies, and protects what's yours. Those who try to use your voice will find static and interference. They underestimated who they were dealing with. You are not just a person. You are a vessel of divine wisdom. And heaven always protects its vessel. Type Amen to get blessing 5151. There will come a night when you hear your own voice from another phone, but don't fear it. That's not betrayal. It's the final proof you'll need. Keep it. That clip, that recording, that one moment they thought would ruin you, will rise as your shield. You will play it back not in shame, but as a sort of truth. And when it is heard by the right ears, justice will move swiftly. A message once meant to mock you will crown you instead. Type Amen to get blessing 6161. Their plan is close to crumbling. Each day, they are erasing pieces of evidence, not to protect you, but to hide their shame. The truth is haunting them louder than your voice ever did. They cannot run from divine order. The energy they stole is returning to them in storms of guilt. You don't have to lift a hand. Heaven is doing the lifting for you. Continue walking with dignity. Your enemies are walking on glass they laid themselves. And it will crack very soon. Type Amen to get blessing 7272. A family member will mention something odd about your tone. That's your signal. They've heard a piece of your private call, and it confused them. Don't be upset. That's proof it was shared. And the trail is opening. Watch how people start to act differently. They are now hearing versions of you that are not complete. You must now let your full truth speak. Not in rage, but in grace. Because truth and grace will crush every edited lie. Type Amen to get blessing 8181. Archangel Michael says, your name is written in light. No audio file can undo what heaven has inscribed. Those who tampered with your truth have declared war on divine will. And they will not win. A breakthrough is coming. A document with your voice attached to it will be withdrawn before harm is done. Your enemies will say, it's nothing, but they will know, they lost. Their recordings have reached their limit. Their tricks are exhausted. But your elevation is only beginning. Type Amen to get blessing 9090. Everything stolen is being returned. Every word misused is being reversed. Every intent to mock you is now an accidental spotlight showing who they truly are. You don't need revenge. You are being rewarded, and those who laughed behind your back will work. You are being rewarded, and those who laughed behind your back will work. One day say they always knew you'd rise. So rise now, quietly, powerfully, divinely. The recordings don't matter anymore. What matters is the sound of your soul rising through them all. Type Amen to get blessing 9999. Their silence now speaks louder than their words. The ones who once mocked you behind closed doors using stolen sounds of your honesty have begun to fear their own echo. They can't sleep peacefully anymore because every time they close their eyes, your voice, untainted and sacred, repeats back to them with divine force. This is the hour of reversal. What was once an attempt to ruin you is transforming into your revelation. They were so eager to expose you, but instead they have exposed themselves. Type Amen to get blessing 4545. One of them had a dream last night, a terrifying one. In it, their phone burst into flames as your voice echoed from it, not with fear, but with fire. That was not just a dream, it was a spiritual warning. The heavens are now using their own fear as judgment. Every time they tried to replay your recording, the sound becomes distorted. The message they once stole from you is refusing to be used against you. Their hands are shaking. Their guilt is catching up faster than their lies can run. They did not expect divine retaliation to come this quick. Type Amen to get blessing 8888. You may soon receive a phone call from an unfamiliar number. Someone on the inside is switching sides. They've seen and heard too much, and they're ready to tell you everything. This will be the moment that confirms your suspicions. Be still. Listen. Then document what you hear. It will be the final puzzle piece, the one that shows you how deeply this plan went, but more importantly, it will also show you just how protected you are. Type Amen to get blessing 6464. Archangel Michael says, your voice is sacred. It cannot be used as a curse against its source. The power they thought they held was borrowed, and now the time has come for it to be taken back. You are reclaiming what is yours, without begging, without noise. The spirit world is not watching anymore, it is acting. The files are becoming corrupted, passwords are being forgotten, and even their own devices are glitching. You've said nothing aloud, but your spirit has spoken enough. You are not afraid of your past. Because nothing you've said can be turned into shame when truth walks beside you. Type Amen to get blessing 3737. The woman they gave your recording to has now begun to question her alliance. She didn't expect to feel this much pressure, this much judgment in her chest. She's pulling back, and soon she will disappear. One by one, they are stepping away. What was once a group of traders is becoming a pile of individuals who now doubt each other. The unity of their betrayal is broken. And you, without lifting a hand, are becoming the victor of this spiritual war. Type Amen to get blessing 5959. There is a place, your workplace, your family, or your community, where someone has heard the fake news. It's a fake version of your words, but instead of being convinced, they were disturbed. They saw the deception. A rumor will start to crumble. The person who spread it will try to escape the damage. But their name will be stained with the very shame they wished upon you. You must walk tall now. The ones who matter will know the truth. And the truth needs no defense. It simply endures. Type Amen to get blessing 4848. Your voice carries divine frequency now. Every future word you speak will break manipulation before it takes form. You have stepped into divine clarity. From this day forward, no one can twist your tone, no one can close your tongue. You have to clone your heart. And those who try to trap your voice will be trapped by the weight of your truth. Archangel Michael says, your voice belongs to light, and no darkness will capture it again. Type Amen to get blessing 3033. Very soon, someone will approach you and apologize. They may pretend it's casual, but their soul will tremble as they say it. Accept nothing unless it is paired with true remorse. This moment will be your proof that even though they tried to control your voice, they could not silence your spirit. You are stronger now, let them remember this strength. Let them remember how you rose, not with weapons, but with unwavering grace. Type Amen to get blessing 5252. They will see you in the public light soon. Not as a victim, but as a force. Your reputation will be restored beyond what it was. And the same people who recorded you will see others applauding you. They will watch as you are invited, respected, admired. The same voice they tried to trap will now inspire many. And they'll realize what they tried to suppress was never just a voice. It was a divine echo destined to rise. Type Amen to get blessing 4444. Type Amen to get blessing 4444.